Welcome back, tribe. Let's jump straight in. So much cringe.
You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
Tripping. XQ, you tripping. Hold on. XQ, so you're not going down there?
Nobody's going down there.
So what if they come upstairs?
Bro, you gotta protect.
Hold
I'll
up,
keep it
bro.
a buck 50
Protect,
real quick.
protect.
Real quick. I'll keep it a buck 50.
No. My job is to survive, not protect. My job is to survive. And sometimes that means to go down there, the guy's a gun. It doesn't matter.
That's
what
not
the
very
fuck I do.
courageous of you, bro.
We are both going down by doing the smart thing, the analytical thing, the strategic thing. We can both survive. If I go down, not only am I jeopardizing myself, I am jeopardizing both of us by not being smart and a leader in that regard. We are even more in danger if I go down than if I not go down.
You're hiding though. You're hiding.
So?
Like you gotta try to protect your girl.
What?
Why is that crazy?
Bro, you are losing you live in America, right? No, you're losing your mind. Okay, my job is not to protect. If someone breaks into my house,
I'm
my
meeting
job
them.
is
I'm
to
meeting
survive.
them
Yeah, but in the scenario we're describing.
Can I just say, XQC represents like the perfect post-fem world modern man. Like this is what they were trying to build the entire time. He's literally the perfect representation of a cat getting declawed and just now being a regular house slave. Nothing to remind you of what the cat was. It's claws. That's what's happened to the modern man today. We've lost our instinct on what it means to be a man. We've been declawed as men through toxic masculinity, the patriarchy, you're holding me down, etc., etc. We know the goals of the gynocracy and gynocentrism. You're looking at essentially a traditional male with masculine qualities, and then you're looking at the perfect version of what they wanted to create, the post-fem world modern man. Incredible. Let's keep going.
Stairs, you hear someone break in. Your girl turns to you and goes, someone's in the house. Someone's in the house. One of you has to go downstairs.
Why? Why did you go downstairs? Why have to go there? Why do you have to go down there? Why?
It's your house, bro.
If you don't believe you have any kind of intrinsic masculine duty to at least attempt to protect your female, then that explains why we disagree on every single point.
Yes, I'm gonna give you forward than that. I even have a even higher duty to not protect her, to not even protect myself. I have a duty to fucking survive. Surviving in that scenario means
I could not imagine, as somebody born in Eastern Europe with a traditional family, going to just even this scenario with my mother would be absolutely ridiculous if I told her, hey, somebody's breaking in the house and I'm going to send my girlfriend down there, because that's essentially what he'll say later in the thing, that I'm going to instead hide, and that my duty is, this is the selfishness. This is the very example of the weak man, right? To be a real man means to be selfless in society, to aspire to greater things, to ascend, to protect those around you, and to provide for your family. That is what a traditional masculine man does. What we have here is the beta male version of this post-fem world where they're selfish. It's all for themselves. My duty is to survive. Forget her. Forget everybody else in society. Forget my neighbors. Forget everything. Why do you think they want to churn out men like XQC? Men like XQC are perfect for those to be in power. Easily controlled. Never going to be out in the streets rioting, protesting why their rights are taken away. They'll always agree with every government initiative that strips power and freedom away from you. They'll do as they're told, like we've seen in the past few years. Everything is a yes, yes, yes. Do the studies, this, yes. Everything. They agree with everything, even if it goes against them. Because their inclination is a selfish me. I rather survive, even if I'm left with very little. Like somebody breaking into your house and taking your things, invading your space, your peace, endangering your life and your woman's, God forbid. We used an example where he's got kids here. What if he had kids? Is he going to still use the example where it's just me, bro? I'm going to survive at all costs. That's my duty. Forget my woman. Forget my kids.
If somebody breaks into the house, listen, Andrew. If somebody breaks into the house, he is more likely than not likely to have a certain tool to get in or a weapon. If I do not possess that weapon, right? I am not going down there with bare hands. Because we will both die.
You can have a weapon. I'm not saying you don't have a weapon. I'm saying
Another all, and then you break it down. Another fucking argument like that, bro. You need to stop doing that.
I was assuming you had a bat down.
What the fuck?
You need to stop doing that shit again. Start with a blanket argument and then breaking it down. You gotta stop doing that.
You're making very simple questions complicated. Let me change the question.
Again, twice.
You're upstairs. No, it's not. I'm changing the question because your answers are stupid. So I'm doing
Bro.
Your answers are stupid, bro, because everyone knows that you have a duty to protect your woman, and you're pretending you don't.
I don't agree. Not even a little bit wrong.
Well, then perhaps you are a coward. But let me give you the last
perfect
chance.
weak man.
In a way,
I survived.
Hold on, guys. Listen. This is crazy to me because it's both going over both of your comments are going over each other's heads. Okay, listen. Your tactic. Listen, both of you have the same instinct as a male. Okay, your tactics are different. Do you understand? You're both agreeing with each other. You're just arguing whose tactic is better, which is irrelevant to the argument. Both of you have the instinct to protect your woman, and the woman has the instinct to protect the man. Your tactics are just different. Yours is to go downstairs and to manhandle the dude. XQC's is more tactical in the sense what she wants to.
But the guy has a gun. The guy's a gun.
I know it's not wrong. It's not bad. What you're saying is fine.
Then what?
Both of you agree.
Then what?
The instinct is to survive and protect.
No one said.
Well, here in America, everybody I know is armed. Everybody carries, including myself. So the scenario of you don't have a gun, it's just highly unlikely. If you are in any way the archetype of Tate or any traditional masculine man, you're probably armed. You probably have a few guns. You probably went to the range and shot them. You may have hunted or not, but you do have protection. If you look like the archetype of the modern man, XQC, you probably never picked up a weapon in your life. So of course the first thought he has is, I don't have a gun. What if that guy has a gun? I'm not going to go down there to die. Disgusting.
That the guy has a gun, and we're not. And
you are right.
So now the guy doesn't have a gun.
Point I'm trying to make is that if somebody in this hypothetical, if somebody has to deal with the threat and engage, if someone did, between you and your female partner, who would be the person who decides to deal with the threat? You or the girl?
I think that's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's really whoever can have the best outcome of fixing that with it can be even both at the same time. Maybe a cooperation.
Irrelevant.
What if I have a gun? I go to the back and I make her. And I'll go open the door and I blast them. Now we both.
Good. So you went. Good. Fine. That answers the question. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm just trying to add.
Actually reverse. Actually, I'm pretty bad at shooting. Let's say I opened the door. Then she shot. Am I still the man?
I'm trying to make you guys understand.
Well, no. I'm trying to make you understand. Am I still good now that I opened the door and then she shot, or is that not good enough?
That's fine, but that's not the scenario I described. The scenario I'm describing are the fact that when push comes to shove, and we end up in unfortunate situations, a man has a duty to protect his female. That's intrinsic. That's evolutionary. That's something we were hardwired with. It's something that society has always built into men until recent times. What you're saying now may be fine. If 30 years ago a dude said, I won't go downstairs and I'll tell my woman we're just both going to hide here together, he would have been mocked forever. That's insanity. Somebody has to engage, and it's the man's job. Just like the men stay on the Titanic, the men go to fight. That's a man's imperative.
Yeah, it's insane to even have this conversation the way it's happening. It just tells you the budding mentalities of the new modern man versus the traditional, right? There's like that friction there because 30 years ago, it'd be asinine to even say, what if my woman shoots better than me? Bro, on what planet can your woman use weapons better than you, the man? It doesn't even make any sense. Like men naturally gravitate to war, to fighting, bloodshed, etc. The very things we've been declawed, right? You've played cops and robbers with your friends. You've had super soakers blasting each other with water. You've drawn probably weapons. You've visualized or imagined being or going to war, etc. Men do all these things constantly. You think, on what planet, even 30 years ago, imagine the sad state of men today where you can even bring up an argument that's, what if she shoots better than me? Who the hell wears the pants in the relationship then? She protects you? Welcome to modern man thinking.
And I don't care. Doesn't matter that I can fight. If I'm outnumbered 10-1 and they have machetes and I'm going to lose, fine. No one's going to rape my chick without me trying. That is my masculine imperative and my duty as a man. The point I'm trying to make is, so let me change the scenario. You're upstairs. You have an AR-15. 3 unarmed men break in, Between you and the chick, one of you has to take the gun and go down there and deal with all three of them. She's scared. I'm scared. They're downstairs. Go shoot them. Go shoot. Are you gonna go? Or
why is she scared? And you're not. Why only can she be scared? If she has better training than I do, if she's better shooter than I am, she's taking a gun, bro. I'm not. What?
Do you see the selfishness? Dude, this is so mind-blowing. Look, I was watching parts of this, like preparing it for an episode, and Sophie was listening to this very point right here, and she literally looked at me with like the most disgusted face ever and went, ugh, ew. Like that's the revulsion women have for men like this. This is the kind of men that are basically becoming more and more common today in dating too. This is why when women say where are the real men at, they're running into XQC types, some sort of archetype of the modern man that's very weak, passive, docile, just completely useless with no masculine qualities. This is what women are complaining about, because they don't complain about men that are more like Tate. That's what they're looking for. Those are less and less in supply and higher in demand. To sit here and be able to say, oh, I'm going to send my woman down with an AR-15. What if she's better trained? What if she can shoot better? And there's 3 unarmed men ravaging your place, taking your stuff. It's mind-blowing. Can you imagine having that mentality? Wow.
You're in my brain. Am I talking Chinese?
If she is a better shooter, she's taking a gun.
You're going to send your girl.
That's wild, dude. He literally said, but I'm afraid too. That's the argument here he's making. But I'm afraid too. Why do I have to go? Selfishness. Why do I have to sacrifice myself? Welcome to what it means to be a fucking man. You pussy. Ugh.
Girl downstairs. I don't know, bro.
If she's a better shooter, you're damn right she's going there. Of course.
But how do you know she's a better shooter if you guys have never, like, let's say she never shot a gun before and you never shot a gun before?
If you have an F-15, you need to have the training that comes with it. Yes, you do have training. If you're Lions, yeah. You probably had the training before it. Yes.
Okay, well then, so what we've learned from me asking this question is that you, and this is not an insult, I think you'd agree with me saying this, you have no intrinsic desire, no intrinsic duty or intrinsic innate responsibility to protect your female in any regard.
Oh my God, guys, I'm going to interrupt. Can I please interrupt real quick? I'm going to interject, okay? Once again, you both agree, okay? You're arguing just to argue because you're not hearing each other, okay? Listen, XQC, what Tate is saying about instinct for males is correct. Our instinct to protect will kick in 100%. Now, the next following step...
Apparently it doesn't.
Okay.
Is the technique. What does that mean?
Right,
yes.
It's technique.
Yes.
XQC is being rational about it. So if you were to word it correctly to fit your narrative, Tate, what we would do here is, as a man, XQC would take leadership of the situation and say, okay, I know you are a better shooter than I am. You practice 600 hours a week. I do not. Here's the gun. You are better than me. That takes confidence. Your outlook, Los Pollos, is insecure. If she has more gun training, if she has more gun training and she's confident, you make the leadership decision. That's your instinct. Make leadership decision.
No, but Train, how do you know she has more?
What the hell are you talking about?
How do you know? How do you know she has more gun training?
Downstairs to confront armed gunmen.
Man,
like, what are you talking about? How am I insecure? Because I want to protect my girl, bro.
Give me a second.
No, you're not gonna say I'm insecure because I would protect my girl, bro.
This is crazy. What Tate is saying is okay. What he's saying is okay. What X is saying is okay. They're both right. They're both right. Tate is saying,
just imagine.
That's fine, bro.
Oh my God. It's like hanging out with a bunch of testosterone-filled men with small dicks.
See, that's
Listen. What Tate is saying is correct. Whose instinct kicks in what's the instinct of a man? To protect your...
That's a perfect way to reflect your own small dick energy, is just to project it out to everybody else. It's just, you're a bunch of testosterone-filled small dicks in here. Way to go, bro.
Girl, protect your kid, protect your family. Yes, Tate is right. That is there. But what the technique to follow is the man taking leadership to say, okay, I will shoot and I will miss. But my girl, if she is willing, if she is strong, she's going to step up and she has more hours than me and she will hit this guy one shot. Do you understand? If you need me to word it to massage your ego, Los Pollos, and say, okay, I took leadership and I demanded this and she's my frontline soldier, I can word it that way for your soft ego.
Listen, do you know why I would do it like this? Because there's a chance, no matter what, going up against someone with a gun that you could die. I don't want her to die.
If you go with no training, you're dead. You go
I'll
with no
take
training.
the
He has a gun. You're dead.
She can run away.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying, bro.
Bro.
That's not being insecure. That's being the opposite. That's I'm willing to die for my
There
girl.
is
How
no.
is that insecure, bro?
That's not the scenario. That's not the
What
scenario.
do you mean
the
it's
scenario,
not the scenario?
If
the
you
scenario
can't
is.
choose,
Oh
what is
my
it?
God.
John
Oh
Wick
my
died too.
God.
John
Oh my
Wick
God.
can just kill anyone? Like, bro, there's no fucking way, bro. What is this?
What the
Dude,
fuck?
what the hell is this?
Oh my God.
XQC, I've been listening to you spew crazy shit for mad long. I'm saying two things.
Oh
Bro,
my
bro,
God.
bros, let me
Oh
put
my
this again.
God.
No disrespect, okay? You're a big dude, right? You're a big dude. You're a big dude. You're a big dude. You're a big dude. You're getting a big dude, right? You have a bigger hitbox, okay? You're sleeping, and you.
What the hell is this shit?
Settle down.
Don't play
Okay?
victim. Don't play victim.
And
I'm
you-
not playing victim. I'm not insulting him. I'm not insulting him. Like,
You take the shit.
Okay?
He said
Why
your
am I
bigger
getting-
hitbox is
You're
crazy.
in bed.
how am I? What the
You're
fuck
in
did I
bed.
do?
You're in bed, okay, with a skinny police officer, okay, that's been in duty for 20 years, and she was to shoot a gun, okay, and then some guy breaks in, and she wakes up with you, and the dude with the big hitbox says, "Lady, don't worry, I got this. Because I'm the man, I take the gun." Bro, people are more of a threat to themselves with a firearm than to others, motherfucker.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
If it's
Doesn't that play perfectly into the narrative of men are inept? The bumbling, dawdling, modern man. You see them all on TV. You see them in commercials. They're completely incompetent. That's how they're shown, right? Watch any Modern Family, shows like that of that nature where they show a husband that's just like a complete idiot. He just looks unskilled in everything. Awkward, clumsy, just a dummy. And that's how they're portraying men today in society. Of course, he's going to think that you're not proficient, more proficient with, say, firearms, more proficient with whatever other skill in life. He's, of course, reaching at straws. What if she's a police officer? What if she's more skilled than you? That's what he's literally arguing. In what world is a woman more skilled than you with weapons? Only in the West. That's where it's only possible. Only in the West do you send your woman to do your dirty work for you. Only in the West does your woman have more courage than you and protects you. Wild.
Then you go.
trained police officer, fine.
Here comes one.
They can shoot the gun.
Here is the
Like,
point,
I'm
guys.
getting, I'm getting hitboxed. The hell
What
is this
the
shit?
fuck?
Here is the point. The point is,
holy shit, man.
here's the point. The question Tate asked was, as a man, what happens when someone breaks in? Yes, as a male, we have the instinct to protect the woman, to protect our child, to protect our home. Yes, the instinct is there. He is asking that question, and I am answering yes. As a man, that instinct is there. His headphones are off. He won't hear this, but yes. Now, what we're arguing here are the tactics, which is irrelevant. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Okay, then I agree with Tate. I agree with Tate. Yeah, yes.
Here we go.
I don't know, bro.
Men are more
It sounds like
protective.
there's a lot of.
It is a built instinct,
Why
right?
you're-
It's a little bit in our code. I agree. I guess historically and scientifically, it's on our code to be more defensive. Yes.
I
That's
think
like,
you're all wrong.
What?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why Polo is right.
oh,
You do not send your woman to fight. You have a duty as a man. And to sit here and say the tactics are different, I understand your point, but it's incorrect, and I'll tell you why. When the Titanic was sinking, no one was sitting there going, "Who's a better swimmer, you or me? Who's better in the cold?" Well, you know what, chick? You know what? You're a better swimmer than me. So if I get on the lifeboat because you're a better swimmer, that's bullshit. You're a man and you fucking die. That's the rules. That's the old school duty of masculinity. To sit here and say, "Well, my chick might be better with an AR." Bullshit.
if all women
What are you
to the
going
boat
to?
and
How
nobody
can you-
knows how to drive the boat will sink. If nobody's
hold
skilled
on.
enough to
Hold
drive
on.
the boat,
Jesus
they will
Christ.
sink and
All
die.
of you are so
you
easily
killed
baited.
all of them.
No,
By
stop.
trying to be masculine, they'll die. Congrats.
Well, let me say one thing. Let me answer Tate's question, okay? Let me explain the contextual difference. The Titanic example is completely correct, and you're right, Tate. In the Titanic example, okay, there is no swimming. Whoever goes in the lifeboat survives. Whoever does not dies. As a man, our duty, yes, everyone, because the water is so fucking freezing, you will die. So whoever's in the boat survives. Okay, that's a fact. You can't deny the fact. It's a fact. So yes, you're right. As a man, we sacrifice as our protective duty, as the rules say, for old time honor. We die. The children and the females survive. You're right. But contextually, in the situation with the gun, do you understand? It isn't a situation of life and death. Yes, you're right. If it is a situation,
but nothing is guaranteed, Trey. Nothing is guaranteed. Even if she can shoot better, she shouldn't. You shouldn't send your girl.
Primitive brute. Let me finish, okay?
Oh my God.
Go ahead, but you're wrong. But go ahead.
You guys are just fucking dumb. I refuse to believe that being smart enough to own a computer in this call is that fucking stupid. Okay,
Can I say one example real quick?
No. I got an example for you. Okay, you have a gun. The gun is the only way you're gonna survive this. Okay, only way you're gonna survive it. Okay, the magazine is under the bed, and your bed is real, and it's bolted to the ground, right? Do you say, hey girl, get the I got this.
One, you guys are on a hike. It's you and your girl. A fucking bear comes out of nowhere. I'm gonna listen. We're not escaping this, so I'm gonna say run. I'm gonna jump after the bear and let the bear fucking have its way with me, bro. I'm gonna die to pretend she's gonna live. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my girl, bro. I'm gonna do that.
Look at XQC. I just want to say, I think he does have a girlfriend. I think they were talking about it earlier. I can almost bet you. I know for a fact that what you call a woman, a woman, real women, not girls on dating apps, not girls with mental health issues, not horrible family life growing up and all the baggage and trauma that they have yet to unfold and fix. I'm talking women. Women do not find men like XQC attractive at all. At all. They're repulsed by men like XQC. The way he looks, everything. He's in a precarious position because he has mastered his domain in playing video games, streaming, whatever. So he's earned high income and he's earned a bit of fame and recognition. So he's attained a girlfriend. But if he wasn't getting the numbers he was getting, he'd be dying a virgin. He'd be dying alone. He sits in his room all day, thumbs, presses buttons, plays video games that's unattractive to women, right? He doesn't do anything, go out into the world, build a stronger body for himself, a stronger mind for himself, ascend in society. He has no inclination to protect the people that surround him. He has no inclination to provide for anybody. He won't risk his life for anybody. He stands for nothing. That's unattractive in a man. And I can almost guarantee you that the woman he's with, she does not love him whatsoever. It's all a farce. She likes the fame and the attention she gets. I guarantee you that he will never in his life, looking the way he does, experience raw, true primal attraction from a woman based on how he lives his life and how his mentality is. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's never seen it. He doesn't even know it exists. He doesn't know what it looks like. He thinks he's the bumbling Ted that I talk about. He's just so happy, so lucky that he finally has a woman because he's worked so hard on little video games that he finally got a little clout. And he's probably doing good. Twitch is paying out big time. He's Twitch's biggest streamer, last I read. So, of course, he's got his little clout-chasing girlfriend, and that's really all she is. There's not much depth in this relationship. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, dude. You can't negotiate attraction, and the only reason she's there is because she's in love with the storyline of what his life is. The fame of being a biggest Twitch star, but does not care about him personally whatsoever. The moment that fame dries up or the money, she's gone, bro. There's very little loyalty there. So, of course, even he subconsciously probably knows that from their interactions together. And that is why he can't even fathom also sacrificing himself for a woman, his own woman, because he knows that's not really his woman. It's like a lot of subconscious that's bubbling up here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That's it. That's what I mean by this. And I don't care if she can shoot better. Like,
Then
I'm not going to send her to go shoot.
Then you're both dead. If the girl knows what to do because she has knowledge about the bear approach, where she can sing or talk in a way that make her survive, I shut the fuck up. I point and I say, you talk, and then she says, "We don't run from a fucking bear. What do you think you are? You're a gladiator."
Wait, let Tate speak. What did Tate say? What did Tate say?
Gladiator. You're not a gladiator.
Hold up, X. Hold up.
When the bear appears, you don't sit there and argue with your chick saying, well, you went to veterinary school, so you're better with bears, so maybe you can tickle the bear.
Yes, you do.
A fucking man. So what you're doing is this all goes full circle. It goes back to the very beginning of this conversation when I said, when I make points and in the internet, they try and find little fucking stupid little ways out and bullshit, et cetera, et cetera. I was trying to make a very, very simple meta point that as a man, you have a duty to protect your female. And now people are coming along saying, no, maybe you protect her better by hiding in the bathroom and sending her downstairs with a grenade. That is fucking stupid. You have a duty as a man to protect your female. It is your duty, it is your masculine imperative. All of humanity shows it's true. All of history shows it's true. And for you to sit here and say, if someone breaks into my house, I have no duty at all to protect my woman. If she's scared and crying, I might send her ass down there because I can't shoot. Shows that you have no intrinsic desire to protect or provide or look after that female, which is why you have no frame in your relationship, which is why she obey you. You send her ass to the club to get fucked by somebody.
Tate.
Conversation. I've wasted enough of my life.
No.
Balls, let me know. But to sit here and talk to a man who thinks he can send his chick downstairs to fucking engage armed men, I know I'm wasting my time.
To be fair,
That's a perfect way to end it. This whole stream was a train wreck. He got maximum trolling out of Tate. It's just gynocentrism's effects seen in real time today between two separate schools of thought on what masculinity should be. The postmodern, post-femme masculine man that likes to paint his nails, color his hair, right? Have emotions and cry, not pursue hard things, not build his mind, his body, his place in the world. Nothing. Stands for nothing versus the traditional type. And we see the friction here. It's incredulous, dude. Honestly, this conversation 30 years ago would have been a mind-blowing to even have. Women all around would have looked at XQC as like disgusting. But in today's post-femme world, I'm sure he has them lined up. You know, with the little Twitch fame, a lot of little video game e-girls watching him, love him for his soft features, love him for his feminine nature, etc. This is what the narrative in society is today. This is what the people at the top are building and instilling into the people at the bottom, that this is how you should be, right? We've declawed men. We've tamed them. We've made them little house cats that are easy to control. We'll never be able to remind us of what a man really is because you've taken away their ability to do anything masculine. You took men's spaces away. This is why it's so important. And this is why we started the Spartan Challenge and the Discord that I tell all of you all the time to join, man. We're constantly rebuilding men. I'm going to have an updated video coming out with all the guys with their before and afters, all the progress they're making, all the vices they've gotten rid of, trying to become what we're destined to be, real men. Because everything from the top down, society tells you to be what you're not, what you instinctually know doesn't make you happy. It isn't right. Yet society is shoving down your throat this exact idea. The world wants us all to be XQCs because the governments can control everybody. This is some tinfoil hat stuff. If you get men like XQC, you can make all the rules and get no pushback. XQC types, TEDs, will not be in the streets protesting to protect the fellow man, the brotherhood, the peace and advancement of society. They don't care about any of that. They're selfish. They only care about themselves. And the most disgusting trait of all in a weak man is the willingness to throw everyone else under the bus. That's what makes them disgusting to women and other men. Masterclass on Tate trolling the hell out of this feminized men. Don't forget to join the Discord. Please hit the sub button, like, and comment what you think below because we are being targeted by YouTube's algorithm. You already know how it is. Can't speak truth to anything these days. If you go against the grain, they try to silence you. We'll see you guys on the next one.